straight away, I was with another friend of mine, both of us in the taxi, and we were saying, we felt very heavy, very sad, and at the same time, what came to my mind is all the things that LKY has done for Singapore. We remember his integrity, his righteousness, his self-control, and the vision that he has for Singapore. Also how he sacrificed his life for Singapore. You can only say one thing: he gave. He's a giving person. He was very giving. That's why we have a Singapore. What I appreciate when I came back to Singapore, I knew that my wife was crying every day. When she was watching all the things that LKY was doing over the past 1 week, and she was crying, very convicted. Last night we went to one of the centers where we paid tribute, pay our last respect to LKY, and I was there. I wrote something. After writing, I walked around. I tried to think of what LKY has done and appreciate him. But I noticed my wife was not with me. After walking for 5 minutes, she was still there writing. She had a lot of things to write to LKY. Even this morning when we were here a bit earlier, we managed to see how the cottage of LKY was being transported all the way to Mandai. It was very touching. One thing I really appreciate him, when people ask him, what have you achieved? This is his word. What have I achieved? A successful Singapore. What have I given up? My life. So that convicts me, because I'm thinking, what do we want to achieve at the end of our life? When people ask us, what have we achieved? What is our answer? When people ask us, what have we given up? Again, what is our answer? Now let us today also think of what we can give. And have a godly giving character. That's my point for today. Godly giving character. I think I need to do this, right? I point it there. It's not moving. Yeah. I think the system got convicted as well. Very sad. Alright, let us look at what we can do and what we can learn here. As much as we think of LKY, for Singaporean, I don't know, JB, I'm still very happy to come to Johor. Because half of me belongs to Malaysia. Okay? My spouse is from Malaysia, Kiki is from Malaysia. Product of Malaysia. Made in Malaysia, sent to Singapore, we value add, and then we got her and put her in Singapore. Without her, I don't think I'm who I am today. Because she taught me a lot of things. She knows all my problems. And then she corrected me many times. And that makes me who I am today. So Malaysia is very important to me. Malaysia boleh. Okay, I like Malaysia as well. I like the food here. I came earlier. My excuse to my wife is traffic jam, must go earlier. But actually, I want to eat the food in Malaysia. So when I came here, I was happy and the food is great. And next thing I like about Malaysia is the people. I like the people in Malaysia. You all still have all the taman. Singapore tak ada taman. We only have flat, and everybody close the door. So we don't talk to people. Right? But in Malaysia, a lot of taman, a lot of relationship, a lot of friendship. A lot of people still have teh tarik. Singapore no more tarik. You only have water drinks. So I like Malaysia. Amen. I come here very often. I come to Malaysia every time I'm in Singapore. I come to Malaysia once or twice a week. Alright, because I have a factory I have 2 factories in Johor and 1 factory in KL. So very important, Malaysia must boleh. Otherwise I also tak boleh. Alright, so let's look at the Bible and see what it says, how we can know what God talked about in terms of giving, how to have a godly giving attitude. Let's look at the Bible. 2 Corinthians chapter 6. The next slide, please. Alright, you have a Bible, you need to turn there because I don't think those behind you can read. Alright, 2 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 6 to 11. 哥林多后书9章6节。Amen. 神如何看付出与赐福？ Let's read together. Remember this. Whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly. And whoever sows generously will also reap generously. Each man should give what he has decided in his heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion. For God loves a cheerful giver. And God is able to make all grace abound to you, so that in all things at all time, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work. As it is written, He has scattered abroad His gift to the poor. His righteousness endures forever. Now, He who supplies seeds to the sower and bread for food will also supply and increase the store of seed and will enlarge the harvest of your righteousness. You will be made rich in every way, so that you can be generous in every occasion, and through us, your generosity will result in thanksgiving to God. Why I choose this verse is not because we are going to give poor contribution. No, I'm not asking us to give poor contribution here. We are not talking about giving your poor corn or your monthly contribution. Over here, there's a way that God looks at things. God looks at how God looks at what He gave us. No, how He look at it. Sometimes it's very different from how we look at it. Over here, something interesting here. The verse says, God will give to us so that we can be more generous. If you look at the last third line from the below, it says, you will be made rich in every way so that you can be generous on every occasion. That's the reason why God gave us what we have. Sometimes in our hearts, or sometimes we think in our life, I don't have much. Oh, I'm poor. I'm not given certain talent. Or I'm not good enough. There are better people out there. There are people who are richer. There are people who are more capable. But God says, God will give to those who give generously. When you give generously, God will give you more so that you can give more generously. Sometimes you may say, I don't have anything, so I can't give. No, God says you give first, and then you receive more, and then you can give some more. Think of our life today. What have we got from God? First of all, I think for Christians, the first thing we got is salvation. Right? We got the chance to be His children. Number two, we got friends around us. Number three, we realize what love is all about and we become more loving. Number four, we start to have children. We start to get married. Because we have so much love, we want to love someone. So we choose for the Mr. Right and Miss Right. And then we got together and we married. And then we love each other. And the love grows. And then we feel that we have more love. And we start to give birth to our children. And we love them more. So our love grows more and more and more. At the same time, we also earn more and more and more. Think about it, in those days, we earn much lesser. But actually our salary goes up. That's it, but inflation very high. Right? So last time, 1 ringgit can buy a bowl of don't know what nasi lemak. Now 5 ringgit, you know.
True.
Yes. But at the same time, there are a lot of things the same price last time and now. Number one, the air is still free. The water, maybe last time you paid and now don't need to pay for some state. I don't know Malaysia, Johor how. You pay. Yeah, nothing is free. But compared to Singapore, you're very good, you know.
That's right, come on.
One of the things LKY say, even the air will pay. You know? And it's the conviction of LKY, nothing is free. You want to change? You come to Singapore and stay? I tell you, you'll have white hair like me. But think about it, in Malaysia, your house is not expensive. Right? Your medical fees is still okay. See, you don't have to worry about medical fee. We have to worry a lot about medical fees. We can never catch up. So think about it, we receive a lot, in actual fact. But at the same time, God gave us all this so that we can give more. It's time to check whether we have been giving more. Are we giving more of our love to people around us? Or now we only have that amount of love that I can give only to my family? Anyone else? Bo liao. I cannot give you any more. Carmen, I cannot love you already, no more already. Dry up already. Hui Xian, I'm sorry, I want to love you but cannot. Do we still love people around us? Do we still love our brothers and sisters in the church? Do we still give time to people around us? Do we still give time to God's kingdom? When we are single, we give time, we serve. Then when we have a wife, we maybe serve less. And then when we have children, no time already. Then it worries me. Right? It says now pressure. Life very pressurized. We need to work more. The boss also has to serve. Then sometimes worse, I have to serve the boss in Singapore. I have to spend all my time crossing the custom. I understand. But do we leave some time for God's kingdom? Are we willing to arrange our time so that we can serve or give something to God's kingdom? Now as I look at the church here, it's great. We see a lot of teens, young people, leading songs, playing the drums. Great job! Junior Simon, great job! Right, one day I want to sing this song here. Yeah, why not, right? Ken must have vision. No, as we look at it, yes, a lot of singers, a lot of younger used to be just small boy, small girls. Today, you have grown up. Awesome, you serve. The parents, you know, my wife and I, we lead about more than 60 parents. And we have about more than 50 children. You know? So everything we plan, we must plan for the parent and the children. Yesterday we had an event at the East Coast. No, we call it PKCC, Parents and Kids Connection Community. We have to plan which child is in P5, which child is in P6, which child is in Sec 1, Sec 2. We have to know all the names and arrange them properly and who to lead them, what to do. And we split into many classes. What I'm sharing with you this is to tell you that if we plan, the parents, the kids, even if we are parents, we can still do a lot of things. No, we have parents that right now the church, the Chinese ministry we have in Singapore is run by all the parents, a lot of parents. The parents are leading all the singers. The parents are leading everything. We have a preteen ministry just started. Who lead them? It's the parents. We have all the song leaders when they stand on the stage. 80% parents. We have the leadership of the church, of the Chinese ministry. 80 to 90% parents. They are all parents. And yet, all can serve. Why? Number one, God gave us a lot of things. What did God give us? God gave us maturity. God used our wife, our children to train us. So that we know what love is all about. So that we see things in a deeper perspective. So that we can be deeper, we can understand. Even our children, we know when they cry, whether this child is hungry or the pampers is wet, we know. Right? That's the difference. That's why we need parents. That's why the parents have to stand up and do something together. The church belongs to the Christians and belongs to God. The parents need to stand up and we have to have the ownership. Amen. Sometimes our children always have this feeling. Can we have the next slide? I show you my three boys. They always say unfair. Unfairness is one of the stumbling blocks. You know why my children always say unfair? Let me share with you about my three boys. Unfair, why mine all boys? Why no girls?
Come on.
You know, KK got one boy and one girl. But never mind. God is fair, they will marry three pretty wives. So I have 3 sons and 3 daughters. Okay, the eldest on the left, this boy. You know, he is now 18, this year 18, studying in JC. Very smart boy. Alright, he knows a lot, in fact he got so many A's. I also don't know how many A's he got. Right? He finished his A-level Chinese, so he didn't have to take the Chinese anymore. So this year, when during his JC2, he said, I want to take another subject. I said, Kiasu. He said, yeah, because one subject completed already, so I have more time. I want to study what HA3, what don't know what subject, H3 subject, H3. So what is that? I think he selected chemistry, a higher chemistry kind of thing. And something to do with bio and all this. I said, you study too much. But because he's so independent, you know, he's shorter than me. Okay? But he's not very concerned about what others say about him. He just do what he has conviction, he feel, he think, he plan his own thing, and he do what he think he need to do. So, in a way, he's very secure. In his heart, he's very secure. But for the second boy, this boy, he's young and handsome. Right? He's 15 years old now. 16 years old this year. Already 16. And a very nice looking boy. Taller than me. Because he exercises a lot. So looks very good. Feels for people. But when we compare, later I will tell you about them, okay? This is my youngest. Alright, he's very chubby, likes to eat. When time's up, he will say, 12 o'clock already, it's time to eat. 11 o'clock, eat breakfast. You say that is breakfast, now it's lunch. So that's him. Alright, they always talk about fair or unfair. Number one, this boy last time said, unfair, I'm the one that's being spanked the most. Because when he was young, he was the one always being spanked. This one got lesser, and that one got the least. Because when this one saw him being spanked, he's better boy. When this one saw both of them being spanked, he becomes very good boy. So they say unfair. Why am I spanked the most? And then another one, they say unfair. Why did he eat so much? And because this boy is already grown up, 18, I gave him quite a lot of freedom. Alright, because he has his thinking, he's mature, I gave him freedom. Then this two will say, unfair! Why he can have freedom, I can't? Sometimes, if we think deeper, why is it that they are always fighting over fair or unfair? In Singapore, I think over here also as well, we say kiasu. Because they are afraid that they will lose out. Because they always feel that he has something more than me. This insecurity deep inside may make us feel or always fight for fairness. But if you look at the Bible, in Bible Matthew 6 told us something. I think you know the verse. Let's look at the verse. The verse says, so do not worry. Say, what should we eat or what should we drink? Or what should we wear? For the pagans run after all these things. And your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble for of its own. Sometimes we use this verse, we teach the Bible, we tell people, don't worry. No, don't worry, God will take care. Yes, God will take care of our needs. You see, it's never fair. Because at different stage of life, you need different things. My 3 boys, I can't give them the same thing. They are different. They have different needs. I cannot give them what they need at that point of time. We have different needs. Some of us need to speak in English. Some of us need to speak in Chinese. No fair or unfair, we are the same. We need to have security. We need to build a security in God. Because God knows what we need. God gave us what we need. God will fulfill our needs. We just need to look at things in God's perspective. We give, and God will give us more so that we can give more. And do you know what is the end result? What? Later I tell you what's the end result. Let me share with you a few great characters. This man, these 2 men. Do you know them? Yes. Tell me who is this? Johnson. Who is this? Seems that all the sons are not bad. Johnson. Okay. I first discipled him, I think more than 10 years ago. He came to church as a doppelganger. Nobody dared to touch him, nobody dared to talk to him, nobody dared to challenge him. Because he will come in and he put on a black face. Who dares to touch him? I remember I first met him, I asked him to meet me at McDonald's. Kallang, that McDonald's so close down, that whole block will tear down now. How many years ago, think about that? Kallang MRT station McDonald's. Okay, but I remember during the time he sat there, I said, brother, how is your quiet time? See, nobody ever asked me that question before. How dare you ask me? So I remember I was talking to him about his life. I was talking to him about having to be godly. At that time he still struggled as a young Christian. That time he was maybe baptized for a year or so. From the because he speaks Chinese, so he comes over to the Chinese service and Chinese ministry. So I remember he was struggling with commitment, struggling with money, struggling with life. Hard nut to crack. After a few years of continuous discipling, he told us about a lot of things, a lot of struggles. Sometimes true, sometimes false. Sometimes he drop you, he cheat you. But sometimes he say, brother, are you sure? But one day, he finally broke down and he told the truth. And he repented. He started to build his family, build himself, basing on the Word of God. He started to follow what God taught him. He follows the Bible. He built his family based on God's perspective. He started to lead his wife. He started to lead his daughter. He started to have family devote. His life changed. His family changed. He started to preach in the church. And everything changed because he made a decision. I want to look at things in God's way. He started to say, I'm nothing. God is the one. I surrender to God. Let God lead my life. He changed. Right now, every month, on the first Sunday of the month, they will cook curry. Wow. Think about this Tok Tai Kia. Now cook curry every month, 2-3 bucket of curry. He will carry, he will cook, he will buy, he will carry, he will order. And then he will cook the curry and bring all the way to the church every month without fail. For at least, until now, at least about 7 or 8 years already.
Wow.
It takes a man who decides to be giving, to love the way God loves, to have ownership, to do that.
That's right.
Now to him, he said, I'm looking forward for retirement. I want to retire not because I want to rest, but I want to preach to more people and help more people. That is godly. This man on the right, the other son, Vincent, I met him more than 20 years ago in Singapore, one of the MRT. I remember I followed up with him. He gave me a lot of excuses. Didn't want to come to church. I persevered, I talked to him, and then finally he came, he became a Christian. But I remember one occasion, I was discipling him, one occasion, my wife and I were talking to him and his wife. I was talking to him about his commitment, about him being able to do more for God. And by the time he stand up, bang the table. I'm not like you. You can do it, doesn't mean I can do it. I don't want to do already. And then he walked out. That time he was discipling maybe 1 or 2 persons. But today, he's leading, as a zone leader, he's leading all the singers in the Chinese ministry. At least about 40, 50 singers. And he has a wife to take care of. He has 3 daughters to take care of. He has a song ministry to take care of. He's leading a few leaders that leads Bible talks. Because at last he decided, I'm not going to limit myself on how much I give. What God has given me, I'm going to use it, and God give me more, and I can use it more. He gave up a position that was offered to him in his company. Higher paid job, but took up a lot of his time. He said, no, you give me a simpler job, I can get lesser salary, but I want to serve in the kingdom. We didn't have anyone that can play drums. And he learned. He learned drums, he learned guitar, he learned a lot of things. He sing, he learned all the notes. This is doing great. God gave him all the talents because he used the talent, and God gave him more talents so that he can continue to use his talents. That is what God talks about. When you sow generously, you will reap generously. Another person. Let's have the next photo. This one for the sisters. Have you ever thought of always being young? Do you know what cosmetic to use? SK2 I tell you, share with these sisters. This photo, I purposely choose this photo. You know who is this little girl here? Rebecca. Rebecca was about 3 years old then. She took with Rebecca, 3 or 4 years old. Now Rebecca is 21. 17 years ago. This was taken a few months ago. Look, she was 17 then, and now she's still 17. Isn't that great? So you know how to be like her? Always young? Let me tell you. She's right now leading and mentoring some preteens in our preteen ministry. As a preteen, you need to be like preteen, you know. And she play, she dance, she sing. You look at her in every way, she doesn't look like a mother of two. Why? Because she's young, she reaches out to the young, she's always with singers, she's always with the teens. She needs to be like a teen, and God give her a teen look. All the time. She's always young, full of energy. You look at her, the way she dances on the stage. Does she look like a mother of two? No, she looks so young.
Come on.
Why? Because she used what God gave her, and God gave her more and more. And every year she's 17. When I think of all these brothers and sisters, their family, you can see that they have a godly family. Because they built using the godly wisdom in the Bible. How do we build our family today? Do we build that way? I think of Eli. Do you know Eli? In Samuel, book of Samuel, Eli has two sons. And the two sons are also priests, like Eli. But they were terrible priests. Right? What people offer to God, they will eat first. And they say, I want the fat and meaty and oily one. And they even sin with the ladies serving in the temple. And know what Eli did? I was telling all the parents, I think, make sure you don't be like Eli. What Eli did? Hello, my son, I heard that I heard from someone that you are doing something not so good. This is not good. That was the word in the Bible, not good. And you cause people to sin. Instead of challenging his sons that they sin against God, instead of telling them you are sinning and you're terrible, you need to change, you say this is no good. It doesn't sound good. Are we using our wisdom to teach our children? Are we using our words? Or are we using God's words? Do we talk about sin? Do we talk about repentance? Do we pray? Do we have godliness in the family? Are we an example of godliness? Are we righteous? Are we loving? Are we giving? One day our children will grow up. They will study the Bible. What will they say about my father and my mother? Are they a great example that I should follow? Or the person that study with your son and your children and your daughter must tell them, yeah, I know, you know, everyone got weakness, you know. Your parents also got weakness, you don't be like them. Let us be the example. Have conviction. This is our family. This is our church. If we are not the one to upkeep this righteousness, to upkeep this standard, who will upkeep it? If we are not the one that lead this standard, who will our children follow? Today, I really pray that we can all be great example for our children to follow. I have 3 boys. I need to be a great example as well. Amen? Let me share with you, okay, what is the last thing? Just like I told you, what will be the thing that God is going to bless us with. Let's look at the next verse. Okay, if you look at 2 Corinthians 9, verse 9 to 11, right? There's this part that they say, they have freely scattered their gift to the poor. Their righteousness endures forever. Now he will supply seeds to the sower and bread for food, will also supply and increase your store of seeds and will enlarge the harvest of your righteousness. What is remaining? At the end of the day, what are we going to get from God? It's not the material things that we talk about. It's not the land, not the grains. What endures forever is the righteousness. Today, what we remember LKY for, no, for me, I remember him as a righteous man. Something that people ask him, are you too strict? There are a lot of rules and laws in Singapore. And he was telling them, I'm also under the law. Whatever law we pass, I have to follow. So, we leave it. We follow. He led by example, being a righteous man, determined man. So today, now let us see a few great examples about people leaving the righteousness behind. Alright, the picture. Who knows what is this building? Anyone? Chinese Chamber of Commerce, no lah. This is Nanyang University, now called NTU. This is the first building. Now NTU looks very different, but this building is kept there. And it's the museum right now. It stores a lot of all the old pictures of Nanyang University. The chairman was Tan Lak Se. In 1953, he was the Hokkien Association chairman. No, he was the one that actually donated $1 to $1 match with all the Chinese in Singapore. So during that time, my father told me, all the trishaw worker, all the barber, all the hawker, everybody donates. Because this is the only Chinese university in Singapore. So he matched $1 to $1 and built this. Now, NTU is ranked 39th in the world. He left something behind. Because he earned, he returned to society. He gave it, and the righteousness and his name remains there. Until today, people remember that. Right? Another person. Okay, that's the monument. If you go to Botanic Gardens of Singapore, you can see this. This Lim Bo Seng. Okay, Lim Bo Seng. He was a person that was that sacrificed his life. No, he lived for until 35. He died at the age of 35. Very young. Because he was captured by the Japanese. No? And then he was interrogated and refused to provide the Japanese any information about Force 136 because he was in the Force 136. They were fighting against the Japanese. We remember him because he stand up for his conviction. He stand up against the Japanese. Why? Now today, think about all this. One day, if there's another war, maybe this will go. One day, people will forget about NTU. One day, people will forget about even LKY. No, but love and righteousness will endure forever. We have something that God will remember us forever. No, what we do today will be remembered forever. We can go back to God and claim, God, I led a life according to your Bible. I want to claim my crown. We can go to God and say, God, you promised. I'm here. No, by then we'll see a lot of brothers and sisters there, going to God, and it's a wonderful time. Right? But today, we must decide what we want to do. How we use our life. How we look at God's kingdom. How we look at the things that God gave us. There's no need to fight over things really. It's time that we get united and build the kingdom together. Singapore, Malaysia, we build together. Vincent has a vision. Singapore and Malaysia must build. 2020 dreams must build together. It's not just a JV church, it's a kingdom. Are we building? Do we have a vision of a kingdom? Amen. Let us build. We are talking about build this year. Build the church. Don't build our own self-focus. Don't build our own pride. Let's build the church together. Amen? Alright, with that, let's pray to God. Dear God, we are just so thankful that we can be here. We know that God, you are the one that's always loved us and given us visions. We know that God will give us a lot of examples in life that we can see and follow. Sometimes when we read the Bible, we may not be able to see clearly. That's why you put people in our lives so that we can look at them, we can see the spiritual values, the godly values in them that's helped them to be successful. We pray that God will help us to be godly as well. Help us to have a godly perspective in everything we do. Help us to build our family, our church, our children in a godly way. We love you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Come on. Dear brothers and sisters, isn't it great to listen to a lot of history? Yeah. Amen. And isn't it our brother Casey has really give his heart and done a good job? Yeah. If it is, then let's give him a round of applause. Brothers and sisters, I don't know whether you really noticed something very similar of Singapore Chinese Ministry and JV Church. But before I talk about the similarity, I want to share with you. I want to share with you about the visions that I have after listening to Casey's preaching. Actually, I want to really comprehend it. It's not like I don't have this view, but I want to comprehend it more clearly to you. Why? Because I want to see this church to be growing like Singapore Chinese Ministry. And the reason why I want to say that is because Chinese Ministry has about 190 people, 190 Christians, and they have only one couple that is actually full-time. And what I say is very similar because the rest of the brothers and sisters who is serving, they are all non-full-time. You're talking about close to about 200 people, one couple, and the rest of the brothers are shouldering the responsibilities. And a lot of times, I ask myself, I say that, why Singapore Chinese Ministry can do it and we cannot do it? A lot of times I said, God, that's not possible. That's like what Casey said, not fair. How come Singapore Chinese music can and we cannot? Now I learned today. Why? It's because these brothers and sisters in Chinese ministry, they look at the Bible, they look at what God wants them to do, not what they can do, and they also look at something that I appreciate a lot. It's like Casey also talked about. Don't look at, we have to look at what God has given to us. A lot of things actually. Friends, family, you know, and a lot of times the problem that I have, you know, is, you know what happened is, I always look at what I don't have. I always look at what God has not yet given me. You know, and that's why I cannot feel that it's possible. You know, and today, you know, I really want us to look at that, you know, and to share these visions with us. We're going to just grow one day to become something like a Singapore Chinese ministry. But not the ministry, but talking about their hearts as a church. You know, and that's really what I learned this lesson, bro. I'm very grateful that we can have you today. I know your schedule is busy, but you have put your hearts to prepare this lesson for us. We're very grateful. We hope that next time we can see you around again. And let's give him one more time around. I know you like Malaysian food. Right, so we don't have a lot of things, but we have small little things to give you. We have some food for you actually. You know, we buy you best bread in town because we want you to have it. You know, and from the JB Church. So let's have a few announcements here. First announcement is on this coming Friday. It will be our Friday prayer night. So brothers and sisters, be here to pray and continue to beg God to help us to grow. And also Sunday, as usual, we will have our English and Chinese service. Amen. So let's really bring people to different service and to really worship God together. And today, cleaning, it will be all the leaders. We will need to just clean up this place. For the month of April, we will have another two more brothers from Singapore to come and preach. That will be Xiao Long and also Eklund. Amen. So let's pray.